G'day viewers. Well, it's an almost melted away Michael here from Melbourne, Australia, and welcome back to Single Racer. Now, later on in the video I'll be having a few very hot laps for you, but I mean that both figuratively and literally, because we've just broken a 150-year record heat wave here, and it's only November, leading up to summer here in Australia, and we've had the record is 8 days over 28, but most of it's been in the sort of between 30 and 33 degrees temperatures. But we're set for another 2 days and I'm just absolutely stuffed. So bear with me while I explain a certain situation, and I just hope you can understand and be a little patient. And so the trouble I have with this video is I didn't want it to come across as a kind of woe is me kind of video, but just the difference between the perfect world and the real world, and I hope to explain what I mean by that. So in a perfect world I would do 3 videos a week, based on the fact that I think that's enough where you could still do quality editing and quality material and put out videos regularly, but still keep that quality. But in the real world, as Mike Smith knows because he's away for 5 weeks on work duties, the real world doesn't always play as nice. So I just wanted to explain the situation around that and show you some pictures in that regard. And so we start off with the first fact that my channel was always meant to be an amateur channel. My main goal was actually just to do the one video, my very first video, which was the hot lap that I was extremely proud of with the Lotus 49 on Monza 66. I did a time that was sort of the 3 top times on YouTube at that stage, and just wanted to post that, and I enjoyed it so much that I just kept producing videos. But I only did that at the start of this year, so I'm talking February of 2017, and it was really at the time never my goal to do a proper channel, but I figured that maybe I could help beginners and intermediate drivers just get a little better, or encourage other drivers, and that's worked out that way, where we have this nice little community of sim racing drivers all getting together and all sharing ideas and having a lot of fun. And so the problem that I run into now is that for as long as I've been doing the videos and running my channel, I've never done it during summer. Now, my first video was late February, so there would have probably been a gap between the videos as the summer ends and the weather cools down a bit. But unfortunately, I'm one of those that I don't just dislike summer, I don't even just hate summer, I despise it intensely, and there's something that happens to me where I completely shut down and just sort of struggle to function when it gets so hot. So I just wanted to share these pictures with you because I'm not in a financial position where I can change my circumstances that much, and just want to make you aware of the dilemma that I now face coming through this summer, and just want to show you some examples. And now the biggest problem that I face is just the sheer accidental angle of the unit that I live in regards to both east and west, and the way the sun comes up during the summertime. So if I show you the picture here, this is my computer room where I not only play all my games but do all the recording and editing of the video. And if you have a look at the window on the complete right hand side there, those blinds aren't open. They're actually closed, and that's the sun hitting the north face of the unit direct on as the sun sets in the afternoon. So if I show you the next picture there, that's the example. So as soon as it gets to 32 or 33 degrees, it just gets so hot it becomes unbearable. Now, the house or the unit itself doesn't have air conditioning, but even with the portable air conditioner, it's not enough to cope with that kind of heat. So if I show you this picture again, you can see right in the center on the stand on the far corner there's a little clock. So if I show you the clock here, that's just on a, because what happens is on a 31 or 32 degree day, it just heats up the room. The trouble is that's with no editing or no gameplay. So all of you know, generally if you play a game, an intense game like a shooter or racing game, the computer just tends to heat up the room more so, trying to vent all the hot air out of the computer, and that doesn't even take into account any editing that you might do, which is also more intensive. So you can imagine if I did that in this room, it would hit 37, 38 degrees, so it just becomes unbearable, and I just can't change that circumstance. So what I'm asking is just a bit of patience please over the next few months, and if I don't produce a video for a full week, this is most likely why. And it's not to do with the fact that it's 31 or 32, because that's fine, because usually it's cool and I just open up everything at night and I could go most of the day and still do editing. It's those heat wave things that we've just gone through here in Melbourne, where you've got 5 days and then the nights become like 25 degrees overnight and you just can't cool the place down anymore. And so in those circumstances, that's when I can't produce the videos that I'd like to. So I'm just asking for a bit of patience over that summer period if you find that I'm not uploading videos on a regular basis. So hopefully in the cool changes they'll be doing more videos, or I'll try and bank up some videos so that I can get around this problem. But I just want to ask for your patience in that regard. And the one lucky thing for me is, even though it's stinking hot and I'm trying to find other ways to cool down, I know I have the Stig here protecting my pile of racing games. He doesn't care about the heat. In fact, he seems to love it, so he'll be there to protect my games, at least in the boiling hot room. And so as I sign off, asking for your patience over the next few summer months, I'll leave you with this desert-like track from Project Cars 2. I believe it's called Moav. That's how I would pronounce it. I'm not really sure. It's a set of 5 tracks, but or Mojav. I assume the J is silent, so I would say Mohav, but it could. I got no idea how it's pronounced. But I'll leave you with this perfectly fitting track, given the desert conditions, and hope that you can bear with me if I do have a period where I can't produce some videos during a particular hot spell week. So I'll see you later, and I'll catch you next time. Okay, see ya.